See, when you walk in the purpose that God has called you to, He is going to anoint you in it. He's going to provide provision for you in your gift, in your purpose. That's why it says in the Bible, for it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. See, it's God's will for you to walk in his purpose, will for you to walk in your identity that he has called you to. Because see, there is a plan that we had in mind. See, you created a plan of who you were going to be, or how you were going to act, and how you were going to operate. But see, God already had a plan in mind before you were formed in your mother's womb. God already had a plan in mind before you were even created, before they even knew your name. And that's why it's important for you to walk in the identity that God has given you. Walk in the plan that God has given you. Because when you start to work in the purpose that God has given you, then the doors will start to open. Then the opportunities will start to open. Then you can walk into the rooms knowing that you belong. You'll start to walk in the rooms knowing that you deserve it, because you know you're walking in your purpose. See, God, when you walk in your purpose, God has ordained you for it already. God has anointed you in the purpose. He already prepared you for the good that comes with the purpose and also the bad that comes with the purpose. That's why it's important that you find out what your purpose is through God. Because when you start to walk in the purpose that God has given you, it's going to come effortlessly. It's going to come naturally. Because that's the very thing that God intended for you to do. That's why it's easy to you, and it may not be easy for someone else, because God didn't ordain it for them. He ordained that purpose for you. And He expects you to work in that purpose with your whole heart, with your whole soul. Give that purpose back to God. That's why He said, I find pleasure in it. I find pleasure in the work that He does through you. See, when you walk in your purpose, you're allowing God to work through you, because it's His purpose. It's His anointed that allows you to be effective in your purpose. And then He said, I'll make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you. So now you're starting to walk in your purpose. Now you're walking with boldness. Now you're walking and you're not defeated. Now you're walking and things are opening up for you. Things you have been praying for, because you were walking in the plans you had. That's why the situation didn't work. That's why the plans didn't work, because that was not the plans that God had for you. The plans that are going to work is the ones that God ordained for you. You don't have to have all the pieces to the puzzle. God is going to put everything in place so you can fulfill His purpose in your life.